All right, guys, welcome aboard. Once again, this is a Prodigy flat bottom boat made in Georgia, right up the road from the house. I believe this was the owner's boat at one time, but it's got some really cool stuff on it. So just a quick walk around of what we're doing. We've got removable bow fishing lights in the front. We've got a trolling motor that can be placed on the left side of the boat out of the way, or in the center of the boat where it can deploy with the bow lights on. That's why it's in the center. We've got Humminbird front and rear console for like depth finder, fish finder, charts. I'm a big Garmin fan. I'm not a big Humminbird fan. I don't fish, so but I'm learning it. Onboard generators wired in, so at nighttime we can run our bow lights. And then we also have 2 trickle chargers on the boat, one for the 24-volt batteries in the front, and for the 3 now, not 2 but 3 house batteries in the back. The boat already had 4 tins from Wet Sound and a Wet Sound, I guess, sub box they call it, and a Wet Sound head unit, and one 600 watt Wet Sound amp. But at 40 miles an hour, which is pretty fast for a flat bottom boat, the wind was all up here and I could not hear the radio. So I was like, we can just put wakeboard speakers on it. So we modified these 12-inch Wake Sound speakers with swivel mounts. And it's kind of cool because I didn't think about this, but the swivel mount allows me to take them off. And technically, if I just had other mounts and an amp somewhere else, I could slide those on and put them right onto that. So I kind of like that feature. They're a little expensive, especially for a flat bottom fishing boat, but they sound good. So 2 things about this audio. It's not going to sound good on the camera, I'm sure. The boat's out of the water, which means an aluminum boat kind of has some rattling, fishing gear and stuff in it. But then also, we cannot find a good song that YouTube lets play without copyright infringing. So we just found some random artist that's not copyrighted, if I say that right. Zach can correct that. But we have this aux beam switch panel, which I really love. I've always loved these. So we got some cube lights on the side. That gives me, at nighttime, a little bit of light to look at for stumps when the bow lights aren't on. It's got side lights in the bow, and those 45 lights really light up the creek really well, so you can fly into a duck spot at nighttime late. We have a rear light on the back that's, I think that's an 18-inch light bar. We'll measure it, but anyway, really lights up the back nice. 2 reasons for that. Most boats have forward light, none have back light, but also with that being higher, we can spin around and use it to light up when we set decoys out. Similar like in our swamp buggy foiler video we showed you here. For duck hunting with the lights up high, you can really see your duck spread when you're putting it out at nighttime. So I'm happy about that. We've got some cat eyes on the back. We've got some backup lights on the back that low in the water. 110 mercury. We've got the power poles, which are really nice. I've never had a boat with power poles on them. I love rolling up in the shallows, beach in the front, throwing the power poles down, being done. Also with the spud pole, you can spud pole the front end, slide up against a bank, put the power poles down, throw your duck blind up, and just sit on the side of a creek and hit those hard to get to holes from land. So kind of neat there. You're not tied up to the bank, and that makes it legal to hunt waterways without being on private land. So I'm really excited to be able to hunt these Tennessee waterways for these migrating ducks in the upcoming years. So without further ado, I don't think it's going to work. We have a short in one of our speakers that's causing us a hell of a bunch of problems, but yeah, it's not going to work. So one of our speakers, see it flickering?
Yeah.
All of these lights glow blue at night, along with the front back of these speakers, and we put the glow rings around these tins. So it has a beautiful blue glow at nighttime. But one speaker has a short in it. We took it down, rewired it, checked the harness. It's in the speaker because when we switch the speaker, it does the same thing on the other side, unfortunately. But here's what we did. This amp was already in the boat, and we added this amp to the boat. We also added one extra battery because these things pull some power. Remember, I have an onboard trickle charger as well as the alternator off the 110 Mercury. So far I've had no problems, but I'm pretty sure on a beach day when we turn this thing off and start pumping it out, if we don't have the generator, we're going to be dead in the water pretty quick. So, little test run here on the speakers. We won't turn them up too loud because the sound's going to be terrible anyway. Stay tuned. Playing, fishing, hunting all day.